Afternoon, everyone. I am Dr. Ankita, resident of anesthesia in PGI Chandigarh, and today I have the honor to be a part of AOA workshop. And on the behalf of our team, I would like to welcome you all. Before I introduce you all to our esteemed faculty members, I would like to acknowledge and thank them for the hard work put by them to organize this workshop. Today, we are delighted to have faculty from various institutions of India, each with unique background, experience, and knowledge. But one thing is common to all: the zeal to teach. So, we have faculty from various institutions. From JIPMER, Puducherry, we have Dr. Ashwini Kuveran from Anesthesia Department, Dr. Anish from OBS and Gynae Department. From PGI Chandigarh, we have Dr. Kajal Jain, Dr. Nidhi Bhatia, Dr. Nitika Goyal from Anesthesia Department, Dr. Kather Well from Community Medicine. From OBS and Gynae PGI, we have Dr. Vanita Jain, Dr. Ashima Arora, Dr. Pooja Sikka, Dr. Bharti Sharma. From Gangaram Hospital, New Delhi, we have Dr. Angelina Gupta, Dr. Ashwin Marwaha, Dr. Megha Agarwal from Anesthesia Department. And from DMC, we have Dr. Anju Garewal from Department of Anesthesia. So we have faculty from various departments from both OBS, Gynae and Anesthesia together to tell us about the crux of OBS critical care. I hope all the attendees reap the benefits of this workshop as much as possible. So now I welcome Dr. Kajal Jain. Kajal Jain is Professor, Department of Anesthesia, PGI Chandigarh, Honorary Secretary of AOA, General Secretary of ISA Chandigarh Branch, Course Coordinator of DM Trauma Anesthesia and Acute Care in PGI. She has more than 100 publications in peer-reviewed journal in both national and international journals. Over to you, ma'am.
So today we are going to talk about a very important topic, that is maternal collapse. To set the ball rolling, I will just give you a very brief overview, because we are going to discuss each and every aspect of it in a lot of details during the course of these coming 6 hours. So, well, as obstetric community, we together with obstetrician believe that no women should die whilst bringing life into this world. And hence we get together to learn more and more about it. So when I say maternal collapse, I mean any cardiorespiratory event which may or may not result in unconsciousness. It is not necessary that the mother falls unconscious, and it can happen anytime during pregnancy and even postpartum period. It may even happen after a miscarriage or ectopic pregnancy, and it is labeled as maternal collapse. So if we go by some certain facts, we must understand the importance of this workshop today. 830 maternal deaths are occurring daily, or you can say roughly 1 woman dies every 2 minutes. The incidence of maternal collapse may be even higher than what I am projecting, but what is important to understand is that maternal survival is quite high. See, it's up to 60% of the women survive following this collapse. And even fetal survival, if you go ahead and see, it is 61 to 80%. So despite our knowledge gaps, we are able to give salvageability to most of our mothers. This is very important because mothers are very young, they withstand a lot of decompensation, and there is a lot of scope of improvement if we learn together through these workshops, which have been simulated time and again for the benefit of residents. So we'll be dwelling upon the 4 H's and the 4 T's and E during the course of this workshop. And we all know the major killers, that is the hemorrhage and embolism, eclampsia, drugs, especially magnesium sulfate, local anesthetics, and cardiac causes. So the challenges which we face are in this obstetric population: a difficulty to intubate because of various reasons, which we'll be discussing, risk of aspiration, the rapidity with which blood is lost due to the blood supply to the uterus at term, and a late presentation of the clinical signs, aortocaval compression and decreased venous return. Then hypoxia can be severe, and these women desaturate fast. You will come to know soon through our workshop simulations. Some new things in our armamentarium as we go along. And hemorrhage, we have shock index. We all must know how to calculate shock index and know the cutoffs of more than 0.9. And then we must understand the lethal quad. From lethal triad, we have progressed to lethal quad. And we have added calcium to our armamentarium where hemorrhage is concerned. Never to miss that the women must be kept warm because hypothermia again induces lethal triad. Some non-pneumatic anti-shock garments are very, very important for those of you who are sitting in periphery and would like to transfer your patients in extremes of hemorrhage. As we go ahead with sepsis, we will learn that there are some new scoring systems which have been modified for obstetrics, and that's called modified QSOFA score. We will be dwelling in details about this in our subsequent session. We must also make a note of the early warning charts, which are in circulation world over, but in India, we are yet to start with them. So it will be a good idea. Well, nothing to beat effective CPR. So we should learn how to minimally interrupt, how to give good compressions, the depth, left uterine displacement, capnography, and the use of smaller size ET tube in obstetric patients. So we will all learn how to give uterine tilt and whether it should be the one-hand method or the two-hand method. A few words about resuscitative hysterotomy are very important as we have now changed the terminology from perimortem C-section to resuscitative hysterotomy. We will understand why we have changed the nomenclature now. So in all, I must say that there is a need for a tailored care and you don't require a special equipments for resuscitating women who are arrested. One scalpel is good enough. And of course, the team comes first. We must involve various specialities like how we have today. We have brought on for like all our obstetric colleagues, the ones who are at the helm of affairs with us for formation of maternal code blue. We must also make protocols when we go away from this workshop because that's the best foot forward. With this, I end and I will now request the workshop to be declared open. Thank you very much.